Question, boss man.
Oh no, I'm not the boss man, but I'll introduce you to the boss man.
You can let out of jail?
I can.
You are boss man then. So,
That's nonsense. Yeah.
all right. Welcome back. Like you might have noticed, our name is now Nonsense Comedy. My name's Roy. This is Lila. This is David. This is Courtney. And like I said in the sketch there, that's Josh House. He's going to be our dungeon master because we're playing Dungeons and Dragons. We just want to say a huge thank you to Fever Dream Game Shop and to our audience. You might notice a little bit of background noise. That's because we're not filming in a studio. We're not filming on a controlled set. We are in an active game shop during business hours. So you'll just kind of have to roll with us on that. And also, if you live anywhere in this area, we highly recommend you come down and check out the game shop. You might can tell from our backdrop, it's a pretty cool place. And somewhere throughout this video, you'll see some B-roll of what they have on offer and any upcoming deals and sales that they've got going on. So with that being said, I'll introduce Josh House and we'll get started.
All right, are y'all ready to play?
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, you're a little gussied up for it, but
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine.
This business is serious, Jeff.
If you say so.
You think this is funny business or something?
I mean,
Will we amuse you? How? Like a clown?
yeah, nonsensical but whimsical. All right, here we go. So each of your characters had prequel stories prior to this. We are in the town of Talonport. It is a large, if very seedy, port within the Nevernoth oligarchy. Prior to this, all of your characters have managed to land themselves in jail. So, that's exactly where we're starting. Okay. Escrow, humans, you are both in a cell right next to each other. It is underground. It is dank, dark, moldy. If anything, it's made worse due to the fact that you're right next to the sea. So it smells briny, salty. Air's really all that you get, especially down here. In the cell next to you, you see a dwarf and a drow thrown in. There are no dividing walls between these cells. It's just bars. So you four can see each other. The guard throws the two in and says, "Filthy blood traitor."
Yeah.
And walks away.
Not my friend. Not my companion. She's overrated. You should kill him. But only because
Sell them for some black tobacco.
he's Cajun.
No. No, he's French.
Man, sorry.
Lord, oh my God.
Did you see that?
What?
Did you see him spit in her general direction?
Yeah.
We gotta get out of here. Yeah. We need to get out of
Why
here.
would I care about that?
Oh, you're okay. As a terrible person, would you like to get out of this cell?
Yeah, I would.
We should get out. Yes, we should. You're being very quiet.
I'm hungry.
He hasn't had his snacks.
How dare they spit at me.
He hasn't had snacks. You got spit at. This is a horrible place. It smells like the sea. I'm ready to get out.
And there's rats.
You saw a rat?
Yeah.
Where?
Just right over there in the corner.
Oh my God. Is that a snack?
Not snack. Well, maybe snack.
Desperate enough.
So you spend the next 2 or 3 hours starting to get to know each other a little bit, planning your escape a little bit. After about hour number 4, The same guard comes back, throws some moldy bread into both of your cells. Except for this time, he's accompanied by somebody else. Standing next to him, the guard turns to leave. You see a 3.5-foot halfling dressed in kind of dark, loose fit clothing. He has shoulder length, really curly, kind of bright brown hair, bright green eyes, and he's just standing there, hands in front of him, looking at the floor. Well, this is a right pickle you found yourselves in, isn't it?
Is this Money Mouth?
No,
Sounds like Money Mouth.
I know.
Whose money for coffee? Yeah.
He was some
I'm
guy.
gonna let
who
your
ripped us
character
off.
take.
To be fair, I was going to rip him off, but
So I just have one question for the four of you. Would you like out?
Yes,
Desperately.
definitely.
I would like snack.
what's the catch?
Well, what's the catch is that somebody has to pay for your release and for the bill, you see. Because you've all managed to do things that are really quite terrible in the oligarchy.
It's not so bad.
No, we didn't do anything.
No, we just
Oh
killed.
no, I
All I did was sell some perfume.
We
I have
just killed one person.
No big deal.
really. They didn't know about that. Funny.
We didn't. That was
These
them.
girls not smart.
These girls.
They killed them. That was them.
No, they just happened to know that you were the blood traitor to the High Elves. So,
Yeah.
and I agree, and I have the utmost respect for Drow and their plight here on the surface, especially inside of the oligarchy. But the law remains. So, if you want out, it's gonna cost gold.
How much?
Yeah. How much is this going to cost us?
Yeah.
What if I told you there is mesh?
Did they take all of our things?
I go take gold.
Happy gold then.
We know.
Do we
We
get
know
our-
a man who has an entire mouth of gold.
I'll take it out. He needs to stop eating gold anyway.
Bad for
Maybe gold.
You know,
I don't know you girls.
it's a I'm not asking for your you understand. We'll foot the bill. We just want repayment.
Okay,
We can work off the debt.
question. I had
Certainly.
certain things when I came here. I would like to obtain those certain things.
We'll get them back for you. Yes.
And how much is this payment you're seeking? Because you said not gold.
No, it's not payment. It's just we're going to need you to work off your debt.
indentured servitude.
Well, it's either indentured servitude or debt. So
When you put it that way.
I know a thing or two about indentured servitude.
Do indentured servants get to eat? Let's go.
Yes, yes.
I do indentured servant.
We agree.
I mean, it depends on how long he expects us to work, but I've done my share of work in the past. Would you be willing to?
Listen, girls,
I just figured
I
out how
thought
to
we
build
take
a
this
store.
man's deal, or I'm going to sell you for pipe tobacco. Okay, that's how this is going to go.
And you're saying that rather loudly. Hold on. I'm sending you a message in my mind, in your mind right now. How about you just be a little bit quiet about stabbing him in the back?
Okay.
You can reply to this also.
Okay.
But she's got like a telepathic communication ability. I thought she was just doing it.
So in your ears only, let's just agree, and then later we can maybe disagree.
These girls are strange.
Okay.
We.
Okay.
So I'm not sure why you're putting your fingers on your head like that, but are you done having the conversation?
It's just the family. It's just the family. It's just the family quirk.
Sure.
Yeah.
Question, boss man.
Oh no, I'm not the boss man, but I'll introduce you to the boss man.
You can let out of jail?
I can.
You are boss man then. So, we have to work with these weird girls?
Yes, you do.
Weird. Awfully
Really?
tall to be saying something like that.
He is a big one, isn't he?
I am told maybe you are small. We do not know. I take your bread. And he points at the moldy piece of bread they drew.
Now to us. Only I talk bad to humans.
I pointed at the moldy bread that they dropped off for you. I take your bread.
Not eating that.
Yeah, you can have
Ah, stupid girls. Too.
Have you know? I have no intention.
I'll just give you a small piece of multi bread as well. There you go. I promise you double snacks.
We agree.
Yeah.
We're together. We'll do this if that's fine.
If that's how we get out of here.
Yep. Like freedom.
Excellent. I'll be right back.
Wait.
Yes?
We're gonna get all of our things back.
Yes, you're gonna get all your things.
Okay. Just want to make sure.
Okay,
I agree.
go now. I'll be right back. And he turns and walks.
I didn't ask his name. That's what I was trying to get.
I didn't care what his name was.
You just keep hearing my voice. Sorry.
I'm gonna end up being fucking Channing Tatum playing fucking Gambit in Wild Head.
Woo! That's all right, baby.
But I make a name for myself here. Come here every time.
So, a few minutes pass by, and the short, curly-haired halfling girl with two guards who unlock your cells and give you weapons back, your armor back, even your gold back. What you have.
87, 88, 89.
And the halfling looks at the four of you and says, "All right, now, come along.
Sorry, can we get your name, please?
You can. It's Bilric."
This man has two names, Bill and Rick. Strange world we live in.
You know, by that logic, you have two names too.
Human.
And Anus.
I like this one. I have anus name.
Only I talk bad to humans.
Why that bad? All we all have anus.
Just shut up.
No, don't misunderstand. His full name is Humanus. I just thought I'd make a joke.
Oh, this is right. If we be indentured servants with girls, we should know girls' names. I know no girls' names. Who are you? Strange small one.
Arona Mountain Brow at your service.
Arona Mountain Brow. Okay. Strange dark one. Race traitor? You cheat in races?
Excuse
I'd
me?
rather you not use that language.
She cheats in races.
She just got dealt.
I don't want to be around any of you guys. So
Except me.
except for my
Okay.
No matter how bad you are at cards, it's not okay to cheat in races.
I didn't do any of that.
What's your name?
None yet.
Nunya.
Strange name.
Nice name. I like name. This is boss,
Estro Orble.
and I am Humanashilda. I don't know what it means.
It's a good name. That's all you need.
Means I like name.
Wow.
Have anus. Nice to meet you.
Now I'm gonna reach up and shake tiny hand with his great big one.
Okay, sorry, boss man.
Yeah, he is. Really is. Sounds like a big dummy. But remember, we have to play nice.
No, that's all right. I'm glad you're introducing yourselves. It'll make things easier in the long run. So, here we are.
Yeah.
And throughout the course of your introductions and your talking and your veiled insults at each other, you have been steered toward the direction of
An inn.
an inn named Wolf's Heart.
Yeah, pencil.
You step inside, and like most of the rest of town, that is not in the Radiant Court. It is pretty run down. It is in varying states of disrepair. There are kind of patches here and there where you can see broken pieces of wood. You can see scuff marks. You can see a chair that's kind of rickety put together. All in all, it matches pretty much all of the rest of town. If anything, it's a little bit more upscale.
Oh, they took us to the nice inn. Let's have money.
Humanus just leans in close to Escrow and says, "Do you think they have a lizard woman here?"
I don't know. Maybe
I hope not. Lizard is mean.
lizard was me. Fuck.
Okay. The whole time you have this conversation, Belric is just like looking at you like, okay then. let me introduce you to the real boss. Separate this. And he leads you to the kitchen. Or what it what would normally be the kind of small kitchen of this inn. He reaches up and pushes a section of the wall aside and pulls a hidden lever. The stove recedes into the wall, slides back with this sound of stone grating against stone, and there's a stairwell underneath. And he says, "After you."
I don't know if y'all have ever seen this major image before, but usually when they bring people to the kitchen, it's about to be a game of life thing.
When they bring me to kitchen, it's about to be a feast. And he starts rifling through shelves. Careful, because it's picking that up every time you
Rocking
do that.
through the shelves.
They obviously want to hear me play. Let us go
Go where?
to the basement.
I'm going to this basement.
I mean, what's the harm in going down in the basement? We obviously have to.
It's either that or we're going back to jail.
Yeah, that's true.
If I go back to jail, it's not be with moldy bread and stomach. I tell you this.
He's taking stuff. He's taking stuff.
Belric is just standing there watching you with a small smile.
No.
Okay, so we should probably go down the stairs. It's pretty obvious we should go down the stairs, right?
I think we should put him first.
Yeah.
The big
Why don't you see if you seem to be able to control him a
2
little bit?
minutes.
You help me find food, I go downstairs first.
Down the stairs first.
Food first.
All right, double snacks down the stairs first.
We in kitchen, just get food now.
Would you do it for triple the snacks?
Now, yes.
Just let him get his food.
And he's like, I imagine, I don't know that this is actually happening, but I imagine like if you tried to push him towards the door, he's like literally feet and hands on the door frame, like not till food.
Look, here, just take this entire loaf of bread.
Thank you, boss. And then just
Down the stairs.
he heads down the stairs.
Okay.
Dwarf next.
Okay. Why do I have to go next?
You got the armor.
Oh, you're right. I forgot. So I'm gonna follow him down the stairs.
And I'll be last, I guess.
All right, I'll go after the dwarf then, and then Courtney can go behind me.
Okay. You head down the stairs. It's a fairly lengthy descent. You reckon probably about 20 feet, 2 stories maybe. You arrive in a hallway that's lit by glowing magical stones and sconces. The hallway leads to a dead end. There's one room at the end. Off to your left and right, there are two rooms on either side, two doors on either side. The hallway is fairly narrow. It's also a little bit low for a Goliath. So you're kind of head ducked, maybe a little bit, kind of scraping the ceiling there. And you hear Belric's voice behind you. Go on. Door at the very end of the hallway.
We're following behind you.
Guy, just keep walking straight. Open the door in front of you.
He looks, takes a bite of bread, and then continues forward.
Okay. You arrive at the door. You open it?
Yes.
Yes. You open, step through, and this leads into a fairly large stone room. It's actually tall enough for you to stand in as you kind of duck into the doorway and stand up. The room itself is probably a good 20 feet by 20 feet. The first thing that you notice is that there is a slight slant to the floor. As you step in, it's slanted toward the center, and at the center of it, you see what looks to be a drain.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
What looks to be a drain.
A drain. Okay, that's what I thought you said. Cool.
Just apart from at the far end, right on the far wall, there is a desk with a gentleman seated behind it, and behind him are two bookshelves. The room is mostly stone, it's mostly barren, but one thing that you do notice, and I would say that probably you are the only one to notice this right offhand. Well, actually, you and you will give me this. There are bloodstains near the drain in the center of it. Sitting behind them, you see a tiefling that looks a little bit different from other tieflings you may have seen. He has the same sort of dark red skin tone that most tieflings are associated with, but it has this coppery, almost metallic sheen as the light kind of glances off of it, and his irises, as opposed to kind of yellow, red, anything like that, are glowing a pale blue, which is very unusual for a tiefling.
So it's just me and what was your actual character name? Because you told Aria?
Lavaria.
Lavaria. So it's just me and Lavaria that see the bloodstains, that notice them. Okay. There's a drain. I'm in front anyway, so hello, strange man. You one let out of jail?
That's me.
You put blood on floor?
Not direct.
Okay. Kind of messy. But thank you for let out of jail and for bread.
You're quite welcome.
What we do for you?
You know, why don't you all step into the light? Let me really get a look at my purchase.
Well, you see, they are all three right here.
Yes, I have heard a great deal about you. Yes, correct.
Of course. Who has not?
I'm afraid that's not going to work.
So I step forward into the light.
And I ask, why are we here? What's going on?
Well, here's the rub, as it were. I paid a significant amount of gold to have the 4 of you released, and I would like a return on my investment. Which, by the way, in case you were curious, was 8,000 gold coins.
That's a little bit more than my change.
So, now that you have introduced yourselves, I will introduce myself. My name is Insiri, and I lead the Crimson Talons.
The Crimson what?
Talons.
Would we know who those are?
Yes. So, pretty much everybody, well, you two certainly will. Arona and Lamar. Because you've lived here, right? Humanist and Esker probably would have heard of them in passing. Humanist definitely would have remembered Esker and Mike. The Crimson Talons are like known as one of the shadiest, you know, premier underground organizations in the world. Like they are
Just organized crime.
they're yeah, pretty much organized crime, organized.
The people you don't want to be open.
Yeah, usually the people that you don't want to owe money to. Common sense says
Whoops.
that if the Crimson Talons are attempting to get you in their good graces, it's not for good things.
Your name, Crimson Talon. Your bird put blood on floor?
No.
Oh,
Well,
that would have
I'm
been
gonna-
perfect.
I'm gonna message over here to Loria and be like, "Hey, I think we might have messed up. I don't think we're gonna be able to wangle our way through this."
I think small women have headache. Put hand on head a lot.
No, humanist. Women are just crazy.
It's what you would think.
And Siron looks at you over there and says, "Now I am, of course, deeply saddened by your plight, and it'll be difficult for you to operate. But you know, obviously, as someone of not high elven descent, certainly I'm not exactly welcome here either. So, and he pulls out a ring. He puts it on the table and slides it, and he says, "You'll need to wear
Okay, why? Why would I need to wear this?
it. It has illusion element that will mask your drow features.
Okay.
If you don't wear it, I'm afraid you'll get thrown back in jail. I really can't afford to spend any money."
Okay, so as long as I wear this ring, then I'll be disguised as what?
Highest.
Okay, I reach on the table and grab it and put it on.
Okay. Immediately, not to you, but to everyone else, you see her feature sheet. The dark kind of drow skin changes to light shaded tones. The did you have like gray and kind of silverish hair?
I was doing more like dark black hair.
No. So the black hair changes to kind of a platinum blonde. But she looks, for all intents and purposes, like it.
This ring will make her very good at cheating at races.
You stuck all that.
I'm about to take my quarterstaff.
Why women always get violent with me?
They are crazy. I tell you this.
No, it's because neither of the two.
I know how to deal with them.
Obviously.
I give girl a number.
And I guess she gave it right back.
No, she took it. Was number 2. Good number. I'm sorry.
And Sirion raises one eyebrow quizzically and says, "I'm sorry. You gave a girl a number 2."
Yes. Is
It
that not
wasn't-
good number?
It wasn't. It wasn't.
You
He just wrote
visited
number 2
on
on
that
paper.
and then did you hate this girl?
Oh, no. Do you think she think I hate her?
No. He did not give her
I
the
did-
bathroom thing. He just wrote the number 2 on a piece of paper.
I mean, I was just thinking that if you were going to give her a number to impress her, you might give her the number 1.
I not
Then
know
you
that.
think that she means something.
I only know 2 numbers. Number 2.
And
Number 2.
good job.
2 numbers.
Good job. 2 numbers.
But no, I know poop. I
Ye-
do have anus though.
Wait,
Yes, I have
no poop or you no poop?
No, I eventually poop.
Okay.
Why
I'm
are you asking
so
so
sorry.
many questions about
So
it?
sorry that we ended up with them. We were really respectable people.
Yeah.
I am respectable.
It was just I was helping her and
They are women. They don't know.
Yes,
what that means.
and again, I feel for your plight, but as dumb as he is, he has uses.
very
What did you say?
very strong.
I said, as dumb as he is,
Only I
he has
can call human as dumb. He is my
Boss, he give compliment though. He get out of jail. He give bread. He tell me I'm useful. I like this man. He put blood on floor. A little messy, but I like this man. I wonder where his bird
I'm
is.
not in a position to do anything about it right now. Do not care for it.
Hey,
Your objections are noted and tossed to the side like so much useless trash.
There you go.
so back to the original reason we're
Yeah.
here.
Yes.
Could we maybe circle back to how we're gonna pay you back?
Yes.
Well, it's very simple. You see, our organization is watched at all times, and really need some people who are not known as members of my organization. That's where you four come in. And I happen to know that at least one of you is able to cut a rather large man in half.
Why people always think I do this?
I'm not talking about you, Rata.
Oh, see, I like this man. Wait, you cut man in half?
No.
Race cheater. You cut man in half?
Excuse you?
Who cut man in half, boss?
Well, you know, we
Little woman?
narrowed it down at this point.
It was rather unfortunate use of my resources, and
It was an
I've
accident.
had to pray several nights. But yes,
How
Great.
tall? How tall was man?
all you tall ones look tall to me. So
You jump, swing.
Why would you pray for this? Obviously, it was your God's plan for this man to be cut in half. I don't understand.
well,
Religious types.
it weighs heavily on my soul to know that he could have been redeemed.
I understand this. Sometimes violence make us sad. Yes.
Yes,
He just pats you on your.
and I just shrink down his head so he doesn't realize. Okay, thank you. Try.
So, here's what I propose. I need you to do a series of jobs. You do these things, your debt is paid.
When you say a series, that could be an unending amount of things.
It could, yes.
It's not going to be one of these like we're going to start doing one thing and then we're going to have a spin-off and keep going, right?
No.
Do we get a set number?
No.
We're going to be here forever.
So, don't worry. I promise you'll know when your time's up.
Wait. Like,
And will I be able to keep this ring after we're done?
Yes. Consider it my gift to you.
it's not. We're not having to do more work to cover the cost of the ring, are we?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I feel like that's a
Y'all think to say or
No, I eat. I eat good.
the
I eat.
breakfast?
I eat.
Make sure we're like,
Don't think you ate.
I'm trying to make it where like escrow hasn't said a word to him since he said that about humans.
Oh, he hasn't. Yeah, he's like still trying to recover from the fact that he's not the main character.
No, it's just like no. He said he insulted humanism. Like I'm trying to make it where like escrow only lets himself do that, and like so ever since he's done that, I've just stared at him like.
So, your first task, rather simple. He reaches under the desk and pulls out a package wrapped in brown paper with a symbol on the top. It is a Crimson Talon symbol. And he says, now, I need you to take this package out of town. The Southern Gate specifically.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be a smarty pants or anything, but it seems to me if you don't want the Crimson Talons to be tied into this, that you would probably want to like not put their symbol on the package we have to carry.
No, you see, this is a test for you.
Oh, I can do that.
You take test. Fail already.
It looks like it.
So what is in this box that you have here?
That's for me to
Wait.
know.
He said Southgate, right?
Yes.
Okay. That's the one thing I didn't run on.
That's for me to know to discover potentially not nice.
It's not gonna like harm us or anything, is it?
Of course.
I bet it is human body parts.
Okay, I'm gonna be the
Kill
one
us
to read
before the
this
body
package.
does.
Hang on, one at a time. One at a time. What'd you say,
I need
Court?
a bag. How big is this package?
It's about this big.
Okay. No, I will be carrying this.
How big is it? Oh,
Yes.
humanist is fine.
And we just walk freely out of these halls and have no way of contacting us again. How do we know when this task is done? Where do we go afterwards?
We have ways of contacting you.
Okay.
Crimson Talons are everywhere.
Okay.
I swallowed it. Oh.
Mm.
Someone will be watching you at all times.
Is
Why
there-
not person who watch carry box?
He already said
I know.
he wants somebody that's not. Let's not make him angry, so he makes us do more tasks.
Yeah.
Human anus.
Is there a person that we're gonna be taking this to
Yes.
at Southgate?
Okay.
Okay. Is
An intelligent question.
Okay.
Yes, there will be a person outside of the South Gate,
Okay.
a masked man who will find you.
What kind of mask?
So we don't know this person. We will not know his name,
No,
what he looks like.
you will not.
Will he be holding up a sign or anything? Because what if there are more than one masked man?
There could be. But he will walk up and specifically ask for a package from the Crimson Town.
It's so easy.
This very complicated system.
Okay. So you have the package.
Yes, I'm carrying the package.
And I'm sure we'll see you later.
Indeed, you will. Well,
So
off you go.
okay.
Here we go.
Big guy, follow. You go first again, and I'll be in the middle, so y'all can protect me.
Okay. Silly girl, send me back to kitchen first, alone. Huh?
Hmm?
As I walk back.
Listen, he's gonna make us do more stuff
That's
every
true.
day the more you eat in here.
Escrow at this point just like, oh god damn it, and just chases him up the stairs like, no, wait.
Yeah, Humanist goes for some food in the kitchen. I don't know.
And I'm not sure any of us actually said it to you before I go up the stairs. Thank you for getting us out of the jail cell.
You'll thank me later.
Yeah.
I call from up the stairs. Oh, for the love of your God, do not thank him.
Then I go upstairs clanking.
Yes. By the way, be careful. I do believe escrow may stab you in the back.
Me specifically?
You know, whoever doesn't benefit him. I've seen his type before. Have fun, toodaloo.
I'll just stop and have like a little this guy. Yeah.
So, you all arrive up the stairs back in the kitchen to find Humanist just stuffing food in his mouth. Like there's as the kind of stove comes back into place and covers the staircase, there's a pot on there where like they've been making soup and stuff, and Humanist is just like dunking bread in there and shoving it into his mouth.
Nom, 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 nom.
Cannot believe we're settled to these two.
I know.
You listen here.
Let's go.
Me and Humanist had a good thing going before we got stuck with you two.
Listen, the faster we get these tasks taken care of, the less we'll have to see each other. Can you just get enough for
You should be happy to be in my presence. I am Escrow Orblay. I am known
and
all
I'll
over
have
the world.
Well, tell your pal here to stop stuffing his face for 2 seconds so he can leave.
How about I tell my pal here to rip your arms out of your sockets?
Nom, nom, the double snacks. Nom, nom.
Listen. Let's not threaten each other with these thinly veiled threats. Let's just get on with it. Come on, guys. Look, we've got enough snacks to hold you at least to the south gate.
Humanist
Don't want anything else added onto this because you've eaten 8,000 more pounds of gold.
Humanist stands up, finishes eating, sighs, looks down at you, and says, "Okay, give me saddle.
Saddle.
You say you saddled to us. Give me saddle. You give ride. I give ride. You back? You want back ride?
No.
No.
I not race this one
Because she cheats. We get
because she is
it. Yes. Okay, but like that was a colloquialism.
colloquialism. What is the word?
Come on. I got a bread.
It means she
I
thinks
gotta-
she is smarter than she is.
Okay, I have a bread. I have a bread.
I am not dog. And he just grabs it real quick.
Takes me with him. What?
Come on, Humanist. We got to
Okay.
go. There will be more snacks later.
Okay, boss.
And we obviously know how to get to the south gate.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
So there's a main kind of thoroughfare that's through the city, and it's easily accessible, right? It runs from the south gate straight to the docks at the north of the city. It kind of runs on either side of the Radiant Quarter, which from where you guys are at, which is fairly closer to the docks by the time you leave Wolf's Heart, the Radiant Quarter you can kind of see down to the south. And for those who are local, you hate the Radiant Quarter, generally speaking, because it's where the High Elven garrison lives and where everyone who is a High Elf goes, while the rest of Talonport is sort of in a general state of disrepair and kind of run down and sort of dingy. The Radiant Quarter was crafted by dwarven artisans from this really smooth, beautiful, like white marble stone. It looks almost like nature. I mean, there are even like wonderfully crafted stone trees, and pretty much all the stone inside of this quarter is enchanted so that it all gives off this soft glow at night. That's why they call it the Radiant Quarter, because you can literally see it from the cliffs overlooking the bay. I mean, it glows. But yes, the southern gate is at the end of that.
So we're gonna walk on the outside of that thoroughfare. We have to go through it.
you kind of have to go around. Like the thoroughfare goes on either side of the radiant quarter. It's in roughly the shape of an oval that sits, dead center of the city.
Okay. So we're gonna make our way to the south gate, right?
Yes.
Wait,
And you've hidden that thing well, right?
I mean,
She's just carrying me.
Where's the package? Where did you put the? Where'd you put the package?
um, is there any way for me to like hide it?
Do you have a bag?
Yeah, as I say, just put it in your backpack.
Because like I have.
yeah, I'm gonna assume that it's easy enough.
Yeah, to conceal it.
Procure a bag of some kind. You lived alone, so you pretty much are gonna have a travel bag. Like you're gonna have a bag to carry your belongings and go from place to place.
Okay.
That's just kind of a necessary part of daily life. So you would have like a bag
Okay.
to put this thing in.
Okay. So yes.
All right. So we're making our way to the south gate.
Walking fast.
Okay.
This is how we walk.
You're listening.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Walking fast. Yeah.
So,
I'm playing the music for him.
You're traveling with a bard
Yeah.
and his companion. We're gonna sing.
Hope they don't sing it.
Also,
Did you know my boss is famous? Pictures all over town.
Never seen this picture.
I
Do
thought
not
the
look at
stats
walls.
give me like some kind of something extra, like a energy from it, from these,
from what?
from the stone. Didn't you say there were stone like trees and stuff like that?
Yeah, sure, but it's like it's inside the radius.
Oh, okay.
Like, and that quarter is kind of walled off and has entry gates. And,
Okay.
you can see the tops of these trees. So at like passing by the radiant quarter, you're probably looking at them pretty wistfully, especially since you've lived in the Barrens pretty much all your life, right?
Mhm.
Race is escrow again?
human.
Human. Okay. So you approach this other gate. The thoroughfare is pretty wide, and at least the thoroughfare through the sort of main part of the city is relatively well maintained. There's not a lot of missing cobblestones. There is a lot of traffic. There are trade caravans coming through. There's all kinds of business moving into the city to go to the port, to get out of town port and out of the oligarchy, and all kinds of business going through this gate, headed toward the verdant plateau. So you approach. Basically, as you approach, you get sort of quizzical looks from the guards, but then one of them says, "All right, wait in line."
Us?
Yes,
We're waiting in line for what?
to leave.
Oh, I don't think we're gonna leave. We were just coming to see the south gate. Just look at it.
No, we're definitely going through the south gate.
They never said go out the south
Yes,
gate.
yes, they did.
They said just go at the south gate. Right?
No, he said take it out of the city, especially take it out of the south gate.
Yeah, we're gonna go.
Yeah, we're gonna go wait in line then.
I would like you all to know that very purposely, I just refrained from having Humanus ruin this entire quest by going, I don't think secret meetings should take place inside front of guards. I didn't do that though. I did not do that.
But I wanted
Humanus did want to. A little bit of intelligence, like his.
asks the question, Esco just like jumps up and like slaps his hand over.
There you go. There you go.
Can I use some kind of like my charm or whatever to talk this guard into letting us go ahead and go through?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So roll a d20 and roll persuasion.
Okay. Got a 15 and then let's see. It's a 15.
It's a 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So what do you say to it?
Oh God. I'm just gonna. We're on official business.
Maybe just back a little bit on that official. Maybe official, maybe.
Can I like jump in and take over?
Important business.
Important.
Scratch that.
All right.
We're gonna take over this one.
You know, my lady, because he obviously thinks that you're a hound.
Oh yeah,
And
you
he
could have
goes,
just played that.
You're keeping rather curious company for this important business.
Oh, these are my prisoners.
There you go.
They don't look bound.
I am bound by honor.
As am I.
They're magically bound.
By honor.
You shut up.
Lady mean.
I just cut my eyes out for a second. Like I don't say anything because I don't want to ruin it.
I beat you with my quarterstaff.
And then the big guy
I'm
does.
gonna staff you to death.
Lord. Anyway, I'm not violent.
Humanist just
We
after after she whacks him with her quarterstaff, Humanist just kind of looks down dejected at the ground.
bound by honor.
Yes, well, hold on. If you can hit a Goliath with a quarterstaff and he doesn't do anything about it, he must be magically bound. Either that or he's a coward. But who ever heard of a Goliath who's a coward? It's fine.
Very brave.
Certainly. So I'll just need you to all present your belongings. Well, you can have them present their belongings, and we'll search through them.
Nothing.
So Humanist just takes this giant axe and his lance. Or no, I'm sorry, it's not an axe, it's a maul. He takes his giant hammer and his lance and he just holds them both out for the guard, like.
Yes, I do see your. Do you have pouches or bags or anything?
No, escrow will carry all my things. Except for these.
Yes, I don't need to see those things. They're large enough for me to see without you putting them in my face.
Regular size hammer. Regular size pointy stick. But okay.
I'll present him with my inventory, basically.
What is all this?
I am escrow or a blade. Traveling entertainment.
You're very cocky for a prisoner.
Yes.
Just because I am prisoner does not mean I am not escrow or a blade.
He takes one of the bottles from your inventory of, random various goods that you pass off as whatever else it may be, and he just drops it and lets it smash on the ground and hands it back to you.
I hate you.
Yes, I get that a lot. Quick, ask me how much I get.
I don't want to.
We will write songs about angry, mean men.
I will be making a diss track about you present.
I just pull out some calligraphy things that I have, and of course you can see my weapons.
He looks at the calligraphy things, and then he looks at the fact that you're in chainmail armor and have weapons and everything else on your back, and he's just like, "Why do you have these?"
It's something that I keep close to me.
No tools could read.
That's what everybody thinks.
It's fine, I suppose. My lady, I hate to ask, but we also need to search your belongings.
But don't give him the ring. Do not take off that ring, no matter what you do. Do not take off that.
I'm
We're gonna have a straight up bad time.
I'm gonna
I got
I'm
colors
sending
back.
a message into your mind. This is the first time that's happening to you, so you might be a little bit alarmed.
Yeah.
Hey,
Wait, him or me?
him.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was about to say I would cry.
Make a distraction because I'm going to send a message to her to give me her bag. So they've already searched my bag.
The voices are back.
No. This is me. This is the paladin. This is the Rona over here. Look at me.
Not according
Look
to that
at
court
me.
ordered quack.
Look, this might be a little bit hard for you to understand, but just make a distraction.
All right, I'll just. Do I have my loot back? Is he giving me that back? All right, I can. I'll just start playing a
Hey,
little
he's
soft.
gonna make it.
Humanist starts singing F the town guard. F the town guard.
And get you to
Yeah,
put
well,
this.
put it in there.
God who stood at the south gate, and one day he will meet a bad fate.
His name was always late.
Okay, go ahead and roll performance.
Okay. 11. I do have efficiency and performance, and then I got a +2 for Christmas, so it's like a 15, I think.
Okay. So as you begin strumming this song about this guard, he looks at the other guard stationed there and goes, "Singing about me." And you just like see the anger swell up on his face, and he just totally forgets about talking to you and walks over and is like gets in your face and is like, "Stop that!"
Just a song.
Humanist, as he starts to get in his face, Humanist just slides in, but like not violently, not aggressively, but he just kind of like,
Yeah, it's like his face is here, and Humanist just goes,
yeah.
And while all that's happening, she's gonna slide the package into my bag since they already searched it.
"Sure."
Yeah.
Roll sleight of hand.
Okay. 20.
20.
You add,
No.
you add something. You have to add.
What do I add to
Oh
though?
my god!
It's on your skill if you have sleight of hand.
Oh, +1. Got a 5.
It's a 5?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I messed up.
Can
Are you
Can I assist her because she is sliding it in my bag?
can Humanist roll an intimidation to basically be like,
Oh yeah.
listen, my orders from boss lady are to make sure her honor is protected, and you insult her with these searches.
Sure. You can do that. So I'm going to say that essentially you're getting help, right, by the rest of your party. So you can roll with advantage, which means you can roll again and take a higher.
Okay.
Oh my god!
So I do the
Yeah.
sleight of hand again too.
Yes.
So that's a 17.
17.
That's way better.
So there's a
Man,
moment
this goes.
where like you start to slide the package kind of into the other bag, but you're not holding the package. You just kind of open your bag and tip it, and the package goes thunk and hits the cobblestones. And the guard who is still paying attention to you starts to look down. At which point, Humanist kind of goes on his tirade, and the other guard's like, "Okay, what? So what? I'm sorry. What's your problem again?"
You insult the high elf race champion with your searches, your warrantless searches of her bags. All of us prisoners, we have to do what you say. We are prisoners, but she is free lady. She is high elf.
You know, that may be the most reasoned argument I've ever heard from a. You have a point. And as he says this, you manage to like quickly get down and like scoop it into your bag and put it back into your bag. And he goes, "I'll tell my captain when he comes back that I've searched your belongings. He can be a bit of a stickler for the rules." After which the captain comes back and goes, I can't believe that filthy human cur. Well, did you search their belongings? Yes, I did. They should be fine. It's best. Well, go on. My lady, curs, feel free to exit the city.
Boss, what is cur?
Thank you.
Thanks.
It
Yeah.
means we are better than him.
My lady.
Prisoners, let's go.
He is right.
She said, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Let's
Oh,
go.
he is boss lady.
Okay, so you all make it out. You head outside the city. There are guards posted on the outside, but obviously, if you've made it past the inspection point, they just kind of look over at you, quizzical look here or there, and then you head out toward the city. As you're kind of heading away, kind of traveling down the roads with the trade caravans that are also exiting the city, there is a person who approaches you.
Is this person wearing a mask?
Indeed. They are wearing just kind of dark red traveling clothes, loose garments, not any kind of armor or anything like that. But there is a mask over their face and a hood pulled kind of low over them. But as they approach your group and look up, you hear a familiar voice. So, I'd like my package now.
Is it the same person that we encountered at the?
It is. You see the glowing pale blue irises of Insiria.
This was a test.
Do you have bird with you now?
No, humanist, I don't.
Disappointed.
If you say so.
He likes that.
The package.
Oh, funny thing that here you go. I give him a package.
Thank you. He tears it open, and there's nothing inside.
But it had weight to it when I had it.
This was a test.
There's basically a rock in it.
Oh, okay, okay.
You pay us so much money to carry rock?
Yeah, do you like it, humanist? Do you like rocks?
It's okay. There's lots of rocks. I'll take if you want to give.
Yes, you can have it.
Thank you. I get rock, boss. Profits.
Good for you. Good for you.
Keep this in mind that if we ever have to pay it back to him, rocks is a good currency.
No, payment in food only. Sorry.
Whisper conversation.
Yeah.
Extremely perceptive. Dumb, but perceptive.
Okay, maybe we'll forget
That's
about
why
that.
it's so perceptive. There's nothing going
So
on.
what was this for?
He notices that.
Well, since you've proven you have a certain knack for subterfuge, I'd like to talk to you about your next. And that's where we'll end.
Sweet. Sweet. All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully, I did some work in editing, and everything could be worked out. Okay. I'm gonna disappear for another 6 months, and then we'll start a new company. Bye.
Let's grab it. Kicking and screaming every month.
I'm kidding, by the way. We will be back. Be an episode every week for however long this goes on. Probably about 12, 13 episodes. Hopefully, maybe less, maybe more, depending on what it is. Also, our location might change. You might not even be seeing this. If you are seeing this, then location may change. Everything's in flux. You know how we do business at Nonsense. No, you don't. This is the first thing we've done as Nonsense Labs. If you ever did anything with Fort Payne Comedy, you know how we do business at Fort Payne Comedy. It's the same thing. All right, bye.
That's nonsense. Yeah.